Hi guys, and thank you for tuning in to a new video. In the last video, Angie showed you a full tour of the boat, and it really needs a lot of work. I wanted to take you through a video of an absolute full breakdown of what is needed to be done on the boat, what we're doing and what we're installing, and the costs of everything. What I wanted to talk to you first about was the deck and the cockpit. When we inspected the sails, we noticed that we really needed new lighter sails. The head sail and the main sail were ripped, so we restitched them and we're keeping those as a spare. This cost about $200, but we did order new sails from Precision Sails in Canada. So we ordered a main sail and a Jeanneau, and that's gonna cost around $16,000. We needed to do a rigging inspection. This is mostly for insurance purposes. That cost around $400. We also got new navigation lights and a cable because the old navigation lights and the cables were very rusty and corroded because of water intrusion. That cost around $175. We got new cockpit LED lights, and that cost around $200. The running rigging on the boat has been sat in the sun for 5 years, so it got really fluffy and not nice to handle, and that cost around $1,870 from Kingfisher. Safety is really important for us because, you know, with our kid and our cats, so what we wanted is LIFELINE netting, and that cost around $180. So another thing for safety is a convert top lifeline to stainless steel tubing. We did a charter in Greece on an Ocean Star 56 that had solid lifelines, and we really liked it. That cost us around $1,800. The solar arch is multi-purpose. It's not only going to hold the solar panels, but will also hold the dinghy in place, and that cost us around $4,000. We decided to get sunbeds for the deck because we like to chill in the sun, and the cockpit's going to be mostly enclosed. So we like to have a chill spot, and we got sunbeds that cost us around $1,200. We ended up ordering a new spray hood because the old one, although it was in good condition, but it was just too old and it wasn't keeping water out, so it needed to be replaced. That cost around $800. Not to miss out on any of the adventures, we decided to get two enclosures, one of netting and one of vinyl. The netting is to keep the sun out, the vinyl is to look through when we are sailing and when it's raining, and that cost us around $2,400. We got new cockpit cushions and backrests because the boat didn't have any, and we decided to order them in Captain Navy Blue, just like this umbrella elsewhere on the boat. That did cost around $1,900. The second thing I want to talk to you about is the hull and the cruising equipment that we're installing in the boat. So basically the quotes that Andy got to have the boat resprayed were over $16,000, and that's quite a lot of money. So we decided to do it ourselves, save some money. We went with Perfection by Interlux International, a layer of undercoat and 2 layers of gloss in flag blue. And in order to complete the paint job, we ordered brushes, sanding pads and rollers, and that cost around $200. We also ordered a stainless steel bow protector, and that's just the sheet that goes on the front of the boat, on the bow of the boat, to protect the boat from the anchor. That cost $400. We ordered new lower rudder bearings because there's about 5 millimeters of play in the rudder. The top bearings are actually fine. However, the lower bearings, which prevent water coming into the boat, they need replacing, and that costs around $400. For anti-foul paint, we went with Hempel International, and this usually costs around $600. You can find cheaper options, but we just went for something that we feel comfortable using on the boat. We also got anti-osmosis paint and primer for under the anti-foul. This cost around $80. So we decided to go with new through hulls and seacocks only below the waterline. The bow thruster was totally non-operational. The electronic box was fried, the relays were not working, and the bushes needed replacing. So it needed a lot of work. For the bow thruster servicing and the new relays, the electronic box and the controller, $1,700. We went with a high-field dinghy 310 Classic. So we decided to go with the high-field 310 Classic because it has an aluminum bottom that can hold our battery and our outboard. That would, on average, cost $3,500. For the outboard, we went with e-propulsion Navy outboard and an E80 battery. After, having an outboard that's gasoline for years, having to clean the throttle body all the time, cutting out while you're in the middle of the water, we decided to go for an electric. Any propulsion Navy outboard would cost around $6,000. For an anchor, we decided to go with a Rockna 40 kgs, which is basically 88 pounds if you use non-metric, thingies. And in our opinion, a Rockna 40 kg is probably one of the best or the best anchor you can get. This cost us around $2,000. Also, the chain lines on the boat were completely rusty and they really could not be used. So we ended up ordering 100 meters of 12 millimeters Titan galvanized chain, and that cost around $1,600. So first we got a new water heater. The old water heater was completely rusty, living in the bilge for 20 years, just corroded it. And we ended up replacing it for a quick and easy 25-liter water heater, one for $600. This is a little bit random, but like little things for the boat, like sheets and pillows and covers, just little bits and bobs here and there. And we got them from IKEA. That cost us around $700. We got a really, really good mattress. Andy slipped 3 discs in his back and he sleeps horribly. He's always in pain and he's really uncomfortable a lot of the time. So we ended up ordering this orthopedic mattress that takes the shape of your body and is specifically designed for back pain and for boats. We got it from the UK from a company called ShipShape. I would highly recommend it, and this cost us $1,600. We got new faucets for the toilets, for the bathrooms, and for the kitchen because the old ones were chrome. They're really old. They started peeling off. They just looked horrible. So we got new faucets for everything, and that cost around $400. So we got an electric toilet for the master cabin because I don't like manual toilets. It's like a workout every single time you need to go to the toilet. So we ended up with an electric toilet in the master cabin only, actually, and that costs $500. We also got 2 new bilge pumps. The existing bilge pumps did not seem to be working and were positioned really incorrectly, so the water was holding in the bilge. Those cost $350. We ended up also buying paints, varnishes, and vinyl covering for the interior of the boat, just random paints for brightening up the space, and that cost $350. We also did some repairs to the upholstery inside. That cost us $400. We also got a carpet for the whole of the interior, so that cost us around $700. We got quite a few Renogy stuff. The first one is that we got 3 by 175 watt panels. There was about 500 watts already on the boat, but it was enough to charge the old batteries, but not enough to charge the new batteries. This cost around $800. We got 2 MPPTs. These MPPT chargers will convert the solar panel power into 12.4 volts for the lithium batteries, which basically powers everything. And that costs $360. We got a 3000 watt inverter shore power charger. We got a DC to DC charger, 50 amps. This is a charger that basically sits between the engine battery and the lithium batteries to charge the lithium safely from the alternator when the engine is on. That will cost around $340. We got Super B batteries, 6 by 150 amps. These are lithium batteries. We have gone for 900 amp hours. Each of these batteries cost $2,400, which all in all have cost $14,000. So basically the entire refit is going to cost us around $71,000. And you can get cheaper options for the things that I've mentioned throughout the video. However, because we want to live on the boat for the next 10 to 15 years, it's going to be our home. So we wanted to go with something that we're really comfortable with and something that is going to last us quite a long time. And we've also been very, very fortunate throughout the podcast that Andy does to be working closely with some of the companies that I've mentioned, which has saved us quite a bit of money. This is really exciting, and it's such a project that Andrew has taken with the boat because, as I mentioned before, we weren't really going for a project refit boat. We wanted something ready to go, easy, no sweat. But I think this is an adventure, and also for Andrew, it's really nice because this is something he's done with his hands now. So it's just going to have a better place in our hearts. So yeah, we're really excited to start cruising, hopefully in the next 3 months. So yeah, I hope this video has been informative. It gave you a little bit of an idea. Please drop some questions in the comments if you have any questions that we can help you with, or if you are trying to start a journey or to embark on a journey like this, putting the office life behind you and, just trying to experience the world in a different way. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to support the making of these videos, please consider becoming a Patreon. Thank you, bye!
Disco time!
So that's a Rockner 40 kg, £88.
This is a 1500 gallon per hour, and this is a 500 gallon per hour. Pretty bad for the lungs at this place at the moment.